fair amount of investor grievance. You have Neeraj Kanwar, Onkar Kanwar agreeing to a 30% pay cut, which is what investors were seeking. I don't know whether the absolute number was 30%, but they were seeking a reasonable scale down in compensation to the management, and that has come through. Now, I don't know whether they've met all the expectations that the investors had, but there has been a reworking of the committee that stands for nominations and remuneration at Apollo Tyres, which I think would only make investors at large seek some solace in the kind of structuring that they've worked out as far as compensation goes. Seeks cap on total compensation at 7.5% profit before tax. Sanjeev Bhasin joins in with his perspective on the markets. This would be the kind of news that would make corporate governance watchers say hooray, because finally you've had more weight being given, Sanjeev, to what the investors feel about how business is run, and them having a say in how the promoters are compensated.
Well, yes, Tanveer, hi, and I think it's a very, very positive step. At least the management has woken up and smelled the coffee that investors are going to call the shots, and it's about time. A lot of the management took this as a credence. So I would say it's a very, very positive step. Irrespective of the amount, it tells you that there is a lot of thought being given to investors' queries, and I think it's a very, very positive step.
Oh yes, indeed, it does come in as a positive step, and as Tanveer said, that this has been an ongoing issue with the company. Sanjeev, just to stretch that point further, with respect to Apollo Tyres, of course, this is going to come in as quite a reprieve. But given the fact that you said that now investors are calling the shots and are taking decisions, do you think that this is some sort of a signal as well for other companies to wake up and take notice?
Correct. And Avan, if you see, it's a global trend. We are just at the tip of 3.5% of our population now becoming investors. And they put their money where their mouth is. So they ought to be more active in balance sheets, in issues regarding this, and in the working of the companies. So it's a very, very positive step that investors are finally waking up and are, putting their money where their mouth is, not on the stock side, but also verbally putting in a lot of pressure on managements to be more transparent and to be in line with global precedents.
No, that indeed is the case. Sanjeev, what does that mean for the stock going forward from here?
So Tanveer, as a disclosure, we think this was the most appropriate time when the Kerala floods and you had the backlash of the oil spike. I think paints and tires were giving you the opportunity. We've had a buy on Apollo around 205 and CEAT and MRF, all three around those times when there was panic across the board. And we think they will be a very good proxy to rising volumes as we get into the second half of November. And we think that auto should lead from the front, given that the festive season is late, and we think the input cost, definitely the derivatives of crude, will benefit both tire and paints. So we think Apollo Tyre can easily meet a target of 255 to 260 in the next 6 months.
All right, thanks very much for giving us all of those details. That's the latest coming in on Apollo Tyres.